spend more time with my child. I wish I could spend more time with my child. So when I finally, by the way, I resigned a few times before I finally resigned.
Yes.
The very first time they convinced me, they deceived me, because I used to be in installations, like setting up new sites, and it was up country a lot and a lot of movements. And then they told me, okay, we understand it's hectic. We shall put you in maintenance.
Yes.
Maintenance is a little bit more scheduled, more planned, so you can have a little bit of, an easy life.
Yeah.
However, no sooner had a few months gone on when they slowly put me back in the installation. But I understand. I wasn't, I understood it needed to be done, so that the stress just went back to what it was. Telecom projects used to be very short spanned. Like, you get it today, you have to have delivered in the next 3 to 5 days. Will anyone die because network has been off for a few minutes? But they're like revenue. Yes, anyway. So it was, for me, it was, as I used to tell him, man, like, he knew that I was struggling with that balance. But I was a devoted employee. I really was. I can say that honestly. I remember there's a time I worked non-stop for 36 hours.
Yes.
That means all day, all night, into the next day, into the evening of the next day, non-stop. And it was just because the work needed to be done. Worried was installing, and we had to get some things in place. Was launching that around that time. So I'd worked wholeheartedly, but he knew that there was this struggle. I was wrestling with this and this, and it just wasn't fitting for me. So my immediate boss, when I finally resigned, he said, I know you're not looking for work elsewhere. You've always said you just want to take care of your child. So he gave me his blessing. He knew my heart. He said, please go take care of your family. My friends who are guys were like, because we're all kind of stressed.
Yeah.
They were like, lucky you have those kinds of options because you're a woman.
Yeah.
For us, we have to struggle through. We're in the struggle paka. So for them, they were like, man, like, good for you. For us, here we are. And I also think there's just a couple of people who I felt that maybe distance themselves from me just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because people have this thing of, when you're part of the office team, you're part of us, and then when you've left,
you're out of it.
Yeah, we don't know you.
Join another club.
Yeah, I sensed that with mostly one person, really. I really sensed that. I felt like they felt like you're not good enough anymore. But most of my other friends, we maintained contact, we maintained friendships. I bumped into our biggest boss some years later. He had moved on to something else, and he told me, come on, we work. I know how you work, so anytime you want a job, just come. So the relationships with workmates were really not that bad generally.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, from a telecom engineer to a house mother, and then the hairpreneur.